Hey y'all, so as you can see, I am in my bed right now and I am tired. We just got back from the Universal Kids Resort and we had a really fun day. I have been listening to all the other creators and content media around the Universal Kids Resort, and I am quite shocked that we definitely have a different take on it. But I'm going to give you my take. I call it the Read Review because it's what I consider, like, honestly, pros and cons, and maybe like maybe a little bit more thorough, I don't know, perspective. I'm not saying they're wrong, but I'm shocked at a couple of them that I've read. I was like, oh. So um here we go. I'm gonna start off with a little box of merch that Universal sent us that I thought was so cute, and that includes this. And then we're going to go right into the review of the park. So if you don't want to hear about the merch, just fast forward it, and I will be doing my best to talk through it. Most likely a voiceover over the video. What I can say, just to start off, this, in my opinion, one of the biggest things that I think a lot of creators are different on is, who is this park for? I'm going to say, as you will see in my videos, this park is for small children, families with small children. And when I say small children, I'm like 9, 10, and under. Like, my daughter's 10, and I think she was almost too big. There were two rides that I think were kind of like for her. Also, a lot of the rides are very fast. Like, they're short. Like, they're super short. I cannot imagine standing an hour in a line for a ride that short. However, if you're looking for an experience, I think teenagers can enjoy a themed park experience with characters, water, and just the overall experience. If a teen goes, or maybe like a preteen goes, they probably will be disappointed in the rides, because their rides are not thrill rides at all. There's like two that I'm like, actually three that I'm like, okay. And I'll share with you guys the three that I'm like, okay, I can see a preteen or even a teen liking these rides. But again, they're really short. What made them more kiddie rides was the length of time. If it had been a little bit of a longer, I think a teen wouldn't have minded if it had been a little bit of a longer ride. But again, because the ride was so short, I think the rides were made for little kids. And that is very evident. It was also very evident that it is a family park, meaning parents with children. As you will see, my favorite theme or parks were definitely the Trolls, the Minions, and yeah, the Trolls, the Minions were my favorite part of the parks, because of all the different things that they had. And I'll show you those. I think they're going to add to the park. I can definitely tell that this is just the first version. There's going to be more, in my opinion, that's going to be added to the park over the course of time, if they get feedback. And you can just tell there were certain things that they weren't ready for, or right now they're just trying to work out the kinks and stuff. So maybe next year we'll try again and see what it's like. But my daughter will be 11, and honestly, unless they have something majorly bigger, I'm not sure if she would be excited to go. But my son, who's 8, he really enjoyed it. He loved it. And yeah, so here we go. All right, y'all, let's get into it. First, I want to say I tried out a new app to record today's review of the park. And I must say, I was not impressed by the quality of this video. So if you want to see a better quality video, my vertical video turned out way better than my horizontal video on my Instagram page. So check that out. But anyway, here we go. So we're walking down the hotel into the lobby area. This lobby area is absolutely gorgeous. It is so colorful and fun for children. It has all the characters on the walls, all the different colors. It is absolutely beautiful. It's really gets you excited about the park and just this corridor that's rainbow themed. It's just absolutely beautiful. They have a mini shop over there if you need to pick up anything. They have all kinds of things in there. So, yeah, so we had a great time at, just seeing the lobby, walking down into this rainbow hallway. It's going towards the Curiosity Cafe. My daughter is having so much fun because it's just a beautiful, inspiring place. I was gonna give you guys the hotel review, but I'm gonna make that a separate video. But that's the way to the hotel rooms, up the elevators. So just take a look at the other video for a full hotel room review. We reviewed 3 different types of hotel rooms for you, and I'll tell you which one is my favorite one in that video. So this is just a view of the pool and when you get off the elevator. So let's go into the Curiosity Cafe. The Curiosity Cafe, again, absolutely gorgeous. It's where you can get food. They feed you breakfast, lunch, and dinner for as a guest of the hotel. And they have these beverages over here. And if you've watched any of the creator videos, then you know that everybody is talking about the beverages over here. There is a area on this little thing where you can actually get a universal kid mix of your type of soda. So I had my son choose which one he wanted. So we clicked up there and they have Triceratops Twist, Curious Cooler, Pop and Punch, Easy Orange Squeezy, and Pineapple Passion. He, of course, chose Sprite because he loves Sprite. Curious Cooler. So that was so much fun because it is so fun. It's just something very specialized to them, and it just makes the experience even better. And actually, it was really good. So they also have their menu up here. Like I said, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner for all the hotel guests. You can order there. This is like a bar area for the older adults that want to engage in that. And the media was just there interviewing some of the executives. And we were just taking pictures and trying to show you guys a full view of it. But again, this app, just didn't do what I wanted to do. So I have another more beautiful videos on my Instagram page at Doing Life with Bridget. So make sure you go check out those videos on my Instagram page because I believe they give a much more wider perspective of the hotel and all of these experiences as well. So now we're headed into the game room. They have an ATM machine right there if you need that. There's a game room right before you walk out into the park area. And I just wanted to give you a small tour of the game room. It just has like all your standard games. It's just almost like a very small miniature arcade. Just something for the kids to do and have fun. Or if you and your family just want to go in there and just do something fun, that's where you can hang out and they check that off the box. Something else fun for the kids to do. All right, so let's go ahead and head out to the park. And we started on the very first roller coaster ride in Trolls. I'm going to put the name of the roller coaster ride on the screen because I couldn't keep track of everything. But that is the roller coaster ride. It's a small ride for children. And I would say this is a great ride for first timers. So if you have a 3-4-year-old, that's a good ride for that. Next, we're headed to Sparkle, Shine, Glitter, and Glow, which is a store in the Trolls park area. And I absolutely love this store. Like, there are so many things I could have bought for my daughter here. She did end up buying something out of that. I think she got the slime. But yeah, you can go wild in here because they have literally everything Trolls. Like, just the cutest troll stuff. Like hats and shirts and just all the vibes, y'all. Like, I was just like blown away by this troll store here. It was really beautiful and lots of great options to choose from. My favorite was this silver hat that I found at the bottom Like, I'm like, that is so cute. So anyway, my daughter came in here because they were doing face painting. So I saw these cute little Poppy. I was like, oh my God, how cute are all this? But anyway, let's get back to it. She went to the face painting. She wanted to get her face painted. So they do that. There's like this little salon at the back of the store. They tell you all about it and how to get the face paint off when you're done. They give you this cute little miniature makeup wipe remover, and go ahead and got started on her face paint. We didn't do the whole face. That they actually do the whole face, but we just asked them to do the cheeks with some white sparkles and some silver sparkles. After that, we headed over to the amphitheater, the Trolls Amphitheater, where they did a whole Trolls show, y'all. And it was beautiful. We actually a few years ago paid for this type of show for my daughter for for her fourth birthday, and it was great. It was just as good, if not better, honestly. The music, the whole show, the length of the show was great. It wasn't too long for the kids. As you can see, all the kids are up there dancing, having fun. We ended up dancing too. It was just, this is one of my favorite things, so if you ever go, I think the show is every hour or so. So make sure you add that to your schedule. They have these little areas around the park where you could take pictures throughout the park. There's Minions. This is the Minions. Okay, so the Minions one was, again, my second, it was another favorite. That was probably my second favorite theme park, is the Minions one, because there's just so many Minions around. And my favorite ride, which is, I believe it's called Bello Bay, which is that right there, that water ride, absolutely my favorite. We ended up going on it twice. We went on it right before we left. They had the characters out everywhere around. That one scared me. He was grouchy, scared me. He scared me, and I was literally like, what in the world? And my husband was like having fun with them. But we just took some photos, and you can get your photos on this card that they give you. So make sure you keep that card, because I actually end up losing mine. So I'm going to have to call them soon to see if I can get my photos. But anyway, this is us about to get on it. My daughter had to rate it. And she rated that ride a 10 out of a 10, y'all. She said she absolutely loved it. I rated it a 10 out of a 10. My husband said Josiah rated it a 10 out of a 10. And my husband rated it a 4 out of a 10 because he got the most wet out of everybody. He doesn't like to get wet. Next, we headed over to SpongeBob SquarePants, that theme park, and these are some of the rides. This reminds me of Dumbo, the Dumbo ride at Disney, and it was very similar. So what's funny is the last time that I had my kids, they were super small. So we ended up getting on this ride. Again, this theme park is primarily for kids, like tiny, tiny kids. So my kids were actually too big for this one. They did not enjoy it at all because they said it was kind of boring. I actually enjoyed it because it was just a ride. So look at my daughter. She's like, it was kind of boring. So that's what she was telling me right there. Like, no, I didn't really. She rated that like a 4, and Josiah rated that what is he about to give us? A 2. Okay. We knew they didn't enjoy it because it was for small kids. So just remember, the majority of rides, this is the Barnacle Bus. This is another one. I'm not even going to bother showing you the reaction. It's for small kids. So they didn't enjoy that one because it was for babies. Next, we went over and we got some food. I believe it says Grumpy Growlers or Gobblers. I'll make sure I have the right names of these places on the video. My husband did not like his food. I'm just going to tell you guys, honestly, we thank Universal for inviting us out. But just to be honest with everybody, the food was, it was okay. It was, if you were hungry, you were going to eat it. Let's just say that. It was not, I don't know, just not your like 5-star restaurant, but it was enough to make sure all the kids, Josiah said he gave me a 10. His burger was a 10 out of a 10. That's his sign. He gave his burger a 10 out of a 10. I think it was a good 5. My daughter loved the drinks. They had all different flavors of like Sprites and sodas. And of course, we headed over for the triple gobbler gooseberry sunrise, which is absolutely a hallmark of SpongeBob. You guys know that. And so we ended up digging in as a family, and this was, again, one of our most favorite core memory moments, because we had so much fun eating that together, and it was actually really good ice cream. And it had a banana, it had 3 different flavors of ice cream. And then we head over to see Gabby in the dollhouse, and she was fun. Had some pictures with her. Headed over to the Shrek theme park, and they had a lot of great rides over there. The Puss in Boots was down at that time, so we came in back. We were going to come back and ride that one. Then we headed over to Jurassic World Adventure, and they have these splash pads all over the place. But this ride that we're about to go on right now, which is in Jurassic World, y'all, was our absolute favorite. The only thing is that would have made it better was it a little longer. But it was actually our favorite roller coaster. It was the largest roller coaster in the park. And I would say this is the one that teenagers would love if you have them, or preteens. The only thing, like I've been saying, this is a park for kids. So the ride was very short. It was maybe 10 to 12 seconds long, maybe 15 at most. So that made it, the kids gave it a 10 out of a 10. It was just short. But again, it was good for small kids because, again, this whole park is for kids younger than like 10. It's really not for older kids at all. So this is another splash pad. My son said he wanted to get wet, so we just let him get wet, and him and my daughter, she had brought her bathing suit, so we just let them have fun in the water. Then we headed over to this store in Jurassic World. I guess my husband was hot, so he just wanted to get indoors somewhere. And then we met, I believe it's like Blue from Jurassic World. And this guy, like, really was serious about Blue. Like, he was like, you gotta pet him. He likes your, he was really cool. I love how they stay in character. And this little robot dinosaur was actually quite cool. And it did respond to my kids rubbing on it. So that was fun. But they have all this stuff in Jurassic World. So listen, like, it's a ton of merch in this park, like most theme parks. But there's just so many cool things you can buy in this one. Some theme parks have great merch, but this one has amazing merch. So I do love that about the park. This was a really cool like playground area in Jurassic World. We didn't get on there because my kids didn't get on. It was just really, really hot out right at that point. So we were looking for some turkey legs. My video started to speed up, so I apologize. I don't know how to make it not do that. But anyway, some more pictures for you at the hotel. Again, they have tons of photo ops, so bring the camera. There was so many photo op opportunities out there, and just in so many different places. This is in front of the hotel. Make sure you get that iconic shot, y'all, the Universal Kids right there in front. And we got pictures with Shrek. Make sure you keep your card, because I lost mine, so I'll have to call them. We got pictures with the Minions. Those characters were out. This was just in photo right before we were about to leave. It is hilarious. These little like statues like all over the park. They are so fun to take pictures with. So lots of Instagrammable moments, lots of photos to take. And yeah, it was the media preview day, and my kids were knocked out. Mission accomplished.